Hey, this is Cameron, and welcome to the Reaction Log. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is actually kind of a serious episode of the Reaction Log. I'm here with a mission. So, as you may know, I know, it's been a secret, but what is it? I've been in grad school. Whoa. And you know, I've met some guitarists, and there's been talks of performing, like learning some trio music, and then also like filling it out with some solo rep. And I'm being pretty vague right now because nothing's like set in stone yet. But I am starting to think about like what kind of set am I gonna have? Because I have a bunch of music memorized right now, but it's kind of like the kind of music you use to take people out to the deep end. Like probably the most tame stuff I have is Bach, which, you know, isn't really that tame. I've just been thinking back on my past rep and what would be good for a casual little like 30-minute set or whatever. Of course, like the Villa-Lobos Preludes, those are good stuff. And I was looking at this one, Julia, Florida. This is one I actually played in one of my juries for my undergrad, like over 5 years ago. And I had it memorized at the time, but I have not had it memorized since, so it's been quite a while. And since starting my lessons in grad school, I feel like the way I approach learning music has changed dramatically. Like if I wanted to get this piece back together like 2 or 3 years ago, I would have just looked up the sheet music and then just kind of read through it, and then it would have taken a really long time to memorize. I wouldn't have written my fingerings in, like I wouldn't have written in anything actually. I would have just played it over and over again for a couple months straight until it just was solid, which I know now is not the most effective way to learn something. So I kind of have a strategy for it right now. The whole piece is 12 lines in total, so I'm just going to, in a really detailed and meticulous way, finger 2 lines at a time for 6 days. We're in fall break right now, so I should have it by the time fall break is over. And that's kind of my goal with it. And something else, I haven't really listened to too many people play it, honestly. Like I've heard performances of other students playing it, and I've heard myself play it, obviously. But I haven't really heard the masters play it a whole lot. And lo and behold, look who has played this thing, probably more than 18 years ago, but certainly posted 18 years ago. David Russell. You guys know who that is, right? He's kind of the man, in my opinion. He's pretty good. I don't know, he's alright. Also, my god, is this the official David Russell channel? There's no way. There's no freaking way. This is... I have more subscribers than David Russell. Oh man. Guys, go and subscribe to David Russell. He's an up-and-coming guitarist. He's really good, though. I promise. Please go and subscribe to him. Dang, that sucks. The world is a cruel place, huh? Listen, I've only looked at the first 2 lines of this or so. I might break out the sheet music and maybe try to play along a little bit. It's in drop D if you want to play along back at home. So that's going to be like kind of a side project piece just to kind of fill out a little more of a set. And then once I learn that one, I might learn a couple more like sort of easier, like probably one of the Villa-Lobos Preludes. Maybe number 2. I do like that one a lot. Number 1's good bang for your buck because it's long. But Julia, Florida's first. So the main things that I want to see here, I really want to pay attention to articulation. I really want to pay attention to phrasing, just like how he's playing it. And I just want to see what the master does. We're going to take that to the workshop, and then that's just an easy 3.5 minutes. Yep, that's how long it takes to play this. Alright, so that's what we're doing. Sorry, I haven't told too many jokes or anything yet. Hey, by the way, I'm a classical guitarist here on YouTube. What does it mean to be a classical guitarist? It means that you take classical music seriously and you try to learn music effectively in the hopes of performing it one day. Whoa, alright, well that is what a classical guitarist is, I guess. Without further ado, let's see what the Big D has to say. Oh, something to note, he's playing it in the lower position. I've always played it in the higher position, but I don't care either way. That. Or that. I don't know, I guess I can see benefits of either. Maybe on this guitar, playing it in the lower position would actually be better, because the intonation can sometimes get a little funny up there. Interesting stuff. 2 measures then. Alright. Yeah, I mean, again, to further our conversation about like time signatures, you can really hear the beginning of each triplet articulated while also articulating the melody pretty clearly. Listen to that again. Dum. All pretty standard stuff. All right, I feel like that's how I probably would play it. Man, he's really bringing out the melody. It's loud. Oh, interesting. He played that in a lower position too, which I think I do like it up here because you get this nice little elegant like harmonic thing. This piece too, I'm also going to focus on not staggering my rest strokes with my thumb stroke because I have a habit of doing that. It comes out a lot in lobe to trinen. There are some places where I do it on purpose, but it often happens where it's not on purpose. And it's unacceptable and it just can't keep going, you know? It's time to outgrow that. Beautiful. Oh wow, that part, it's pretty sparse. I feel like it's natural to kind of play that with a lot of energy because it's going like way up there. But he played it very like mellow, which is probably appropriate for this. Yeah, good stuff, dude. Also, look at that footstool. It looks like his dad made that in the workshop or something. I want a wooden footstool. Maybe I'll make a footstool out of my Cordoba C12 just to disrespect Cordoba. I'm still paying for that Cordoba C12, by the way. I'll have it paid off when I'm 29. Right now I'm paying like $70 a month for it. Man, his technique is so crazy. Like, he almost plays with this, like, forward elbow, kind of forward hand, and his hand almost moves around the guitar kind of like that. Just a perfect system where there's, like, no loss of energy or anything. Just like, bum, bum. No, like, stretching fingers or anything. It's all just there, and it just gets placed down. His left hand is really interesting. I always mess that part up. Also, it's nice to see that he finally was able to afford a mansion to play his music in. It seems like he's always in these rundown places with, like, crappy cameras. He's honestly kind of giving Julian Bream a run for his money with this. I mean, this is so extravagant. He's got, like, you can't really see it very well, but he's got some, like, ancient bust over there. Priceless paintings, of course. Dude, that chair. I bet that chair is so sick to play guitar on. Oh my god. Also wearing a tuxedo. Classy move. I like it. You know, it kind of inspires me. Maybe it's time that I break this out again. Whoa, god. I threw that hanger before I realized that my guitar is just there. I'm glad I didn't hit it. It's gonna get a little warm wearing a sweatshirt and this. It's also a little tight with the sweatshirt on. Oh man. That's fine, alright. Make fun of how tight it is. Ooh, we're getting back into it here. Is this being performed on a, like, TV program or something? What happened to TV? We used to be so classy. What is this? TVE Canal Classico. Alright. I like the sound of that. Nice. He didn't mess up the harmonic. Sick. Repeated material. Huh. You know, I'm not sure if I'm, like, learning that much from this, to be honest. I'm just kind of watching it. I don't know. Maybe I'm just excited to learn this again with my new strategies that I'm using for all my other pieces, and maybe that's why I'm doing this. We're just listening to David Russell. Get over it. There'll be another stupid video coming out later, I'm sure. Like a dream. Alright, close it out. Don't mess it up. Yeah. Woo! Dude, how does he know all those harmonics? Oh my god! Alright, well there we go. That was that video. What did I learn from that? Let's see here. Try to separate the melody from the accompaniment. Try to phrase it in a way that makes sense and is pleasing. I think that was an example of just a really good performance of that piece. I don't know, like what else was I expecting, right? That is where we're at. Yeah, I feel kind of bad. This one was short and I didn't really have a whole lot to say. I don't know. I'm gonna go practice guitar now. Maybe you should practice guitar too. Something to think about. Hey, if you made it this far, be sure to subscribe and leave a like. Of course, there's Rootin's Delight. I'm wearing that here. Boom. No buttoning, of course. It's getting hot in this room with this thing on. Oh yeah, there's a sale on Rootin's Delight for all of October of 2025, 15% off, so if you want to buy some stuff, now's the time to do it. Of course, feel free to leave some comment questions. Practice logs are going to be coming out soon. I'm going to update you on all the practice and grad school stuff, of course. And I think that pretty much covers it. So, I'll see you in the next one.